All right, so I'm going to take a look at the Bad Batch Marauder ship from the TV show Bad Batch. This ship was a Patreon choice that I made a couple of years ago, and I just want to take you on a little tour of it. I realized my previous tour video is not great. I don't narrate anything, so anyway, so this is a 1/12 scale ship. Which is kind of at the shape of like the shuttle Tidarium. It's got quite a large wingspan to it, so there's a lot of horizontal and vertical space that gets taken up on this thing when it is completely folded up. Which, by the way the wings do actually fold up. Um, so let's say if we do move this over here, we do actually have a mechanism to fold the wings up, which is pretty cool. And both of these wings do fold up. There is a little bit of a ratchet in here so they can pop into place and hopefully stay up. Um, and yeah, so that's pretty neat. Anyway, so this ship by itself, again, 1/12 scale, is going to be quite big, probably about 3.5 feet long, probably, wingspan of about 5 feet, is my estimation. If wings folded up, I'm not 100% sure, but at least probably 3 feet, um, 3 feet tall with the wings folded. Um, yeah, so this ship has enough space to fit two pilots, a pilot and a co-pilot, in the cockpit. And then we have two seats right behind the pilot and the co-pilot, and you can access the ship's cockpit area through this hatch right here. You'll see we have a bunch of controls. These are custom controls made for the ship itself, going off of screens um, from the TV show itself. The chairs are also custom made from images from the show itself as well. We do have a loading ramp that goes down for either side. Has a dual hatch design, so that this hatch can close and then this hatch can lift up as well, fully enclosing it. Same thing on the other side. Um, I do have kind of a locking mechanism right here. Um, meant so that if this is pulled back, it'll actually unlatch the top piece, the dorsal plate with the fin, and then that whole section can come up and then give you access to the interior. So let me lift that up, and then in here we have room, we have jump seats for 8 individual characters, as well as 2 more seats for use at the 2 terminals in here. These terminals are kind of fun because I actually have space for the screen to pop out, and then we can like print it like in a translucent material, maybe put like an image or something behind it, and then also put in like LED lights if the person wants to do that. And then right here in the back, you see the little ladder. This is where um, Omega, whatever her name was, would climb up into the gunner station. And then in this gunner station, I have a little chair in there for Omega. And then she can get into this little section right here. Let's see. There we go. And then that just basically pegs into these little slots right here, so it'll stay in place. But if you print this in like clear resin, It can, it can look really, really cool. Um, yeah, and so she'll have access to the gunner station, just a real simple kind of chair back here. But then the turret itself actually would rotate, and the guns are fitted in here to where they can elevate. So we have a fully functioning rear turret back here as well, which is pretty cool. Lots of detail as I was watching the show and like taking notes, trying to kind of copy and reproduce detail that I was seeing in the show. So trying to be somewhat accurate to that. Um, we have landing gear that pops on, just plugs right into holes in the bottom of the ship. And then, like I said, there's pretty much space for eight people in the jump seats, um, two people in the console seats, one person in the gunner seat, so that's 10, 11. Then you have four people in the cockpit, so that's 15 characters altogether. Um, so you can fit, comfortably 15 characters in this ship. Um, and then, if you want to fit like extras, like I say, if there's like someone else like standing in the hallway or something, you've got all of that room too, which is, quite a bit of space. Um, this is one of those ships that I was asked to do, and just being completely honest, I don't really like the ship design at first. I actually ended up buying the Micro Galaxy Squadron ship, and after watching, like, I'd watched the show and I thought this was a cool ship, but it wasn't like the ship I was like something that I aesthetically enjoyed. But after spending a lot of time, honestly, with this thing and building it, I actually really enjoyed it, and I really, really liked it. And honestly, that happens a lot. I've ended up making a lot of ships that I didn't really like in the first place. Um, like the TIE Inquisitor ship, I did not like from from Rebels, but by the time I was done, it's one of my favorite TIE fighter designs, and it's proudly on display in my office. So anyway, just wanted to show this off, and if let me know what you think about it. Drop some comments down, and I hope you enjoy it. I've had a few people print this out, and from what I've seen, it looks really cool. Um, and if you're one of my members and you've printed this out, please, by all means, send me pictures. I absolutely love seeing pictures of this thing printed out. So, anyway, may the force be with you. Have a good one.